So it's not that you don't have anything to offer to the world. It's not that you don't have anything to provide or any value to provide. It's that you just aren't actively providing it, or you might not even know exactly what your value is yet. And so to find those things and to actively provide them to your community, I came up with this little list of, tips or tricks that help me out.
I think it's time to make some changes. I've been learning, I've been growing through these different stages. Up and down, it's part of life, or so they say. I swear I lose hope nearly every other day.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Hey Mark, the podcast where I, Mark, like to talk openly and authentically about the struggles I've overcome, the adversities that I've faced in regards to my mental health, my personal life, and things like that, and how they've essentially helped shape me into the person that I am today. So a lot of the times I like to talk to other people as well about their perspectives, their struggles, the adversities that they've faced, and how that's helped shape them into the people that they are today as well. And so today's not going to be one of those episodes. Today's going to be one of the episodes where I just kind of basically talk to myself, talk to my phone, and essentially talk to you about how to build a little bit more self-confidence. And so this is a message that I think that is very important. It's something that I wish that I heard about a lot more when I was younger, especially in my late teens and maybe early 20s as well. This is something that I wish that I knew when, even in my early teens and even as far back as when I was just a child. Because of my depression, because of my anxiety, and because of what I was dealing with as a child, I really did lack a lot of self-confidence. I didn't think that I was able to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do. I didn't think that I was able to, do the same things that even my peers could do or keep up with them on a day-to-day basis. However, I was somebody that was able to mask that up. I was able to fake the funk basically and be able to fake that self-confidence. And that was a blessing and a curse. It was a blessing because it made a lot of social interactions a lot more easy, but it was a curse because it basically meant that I never had to develop any real self-confidence. I could essentially just fake it the entire time. I was able to give the impression to people that I was, confident in myself and that I had a little bit more self-worth. I wanted to share these tips and tricks that really helped me build a genuine confidence in myself. And I wanted to share them because I know that there's a lot of other people out there that are very similar to me. And it's not like I'm a finished product now. It's not like that I have the world's biggest supply of self-confidence or an endless supply of it at all. It's that I'm feeling a little bit better now. And so I'm feeling like I'm at a point where I can start to share these things because it doesn't ruin my life like it used to. And so in my personal opinion, in my experience, feeling a lack of self-confidence is essentially a feeling or a perception that you don't have much value to give. You're not offering anything to your community, maybe your circle of friends, your social group, or maybe even anything to offer yourself. It's this weird feeling or perception that you don't have anything of value to offer, that you just don't really have worth. And I want to let you know right now that this is not a fact. This is a perception. This is a feeling that you get. This is not set in stone. This is not something that is permanent. It doesn't even necessarily have to be accurate. Maybe you're like myself as well. And in the past, it could be due to the fact that you're not actively giving your worth or your value to the community or the world. You're not actually doing anything to produce value to the people around you. And that doesn't mean you have to be making new things or inventing things or starting businesses. I mean, just providing value to them. This could be something as simple as making them smile. I'm about to go into stuff like that as well right now, but I just want to drill home the fact that you might not even know what the value is that you could bring to the world or what your true self-worth truly is. So it's not that you don't have anything to offer to the world. It's not that you don't have anything to provide or any value to provide. It's that you just aren't actively providing it, or you might not even know exactly what your value is yet. And so to find those things and to actively provide them to your community, I came up with this little list of, tips or tricks that help me out. So the very first thing that I'm going to recommend is that you try out some new things. And so this could be a hobby, this could be an activity, this could be a new behavior, something that you want to try out, maybe a new reaction when you face a certain situation. But if you're going to set a new goal or start a new hobby, I would even recommend that it's something measurable. I always go back to the example of lifting weights. When you start lifting weights, it's easy to measure your progress. It's easy to measure, okay, I started off being able to lift 5 pounds, now I can lift 10 pounds, and then I can lift 15 pounds, and you're able to track your progress. So this is gonna help you out by adding value to yourself in multiple ways. So the first one is, obviously, you're going to know that you're able to set goals in the first place. And then you're able to then set somehow a way to measure that and then go out and achieve it. And then even if you don't achieve it, you're able to measure how far off you were from that goal and how you can kind of fix that for the next time or when you try it again. Trying new things is also a great way to find something that you're passionate about. And when you start to find something that you're passionate, it's going to be easier to get better at that thing when you truly do enjoy it deep down. When you find it fulfilling to achieve that, you'll be able to start a new hobby a lot faster. My next tip or trick basically ties into that, which is try and learn new things. Once you kind of find a hobby that you enjoy to do, once you find something that you used to enjoy to do maybe, or anything that you could think of, it could even be a new language. When you start learning new things, it could be about something that you've done in the past, or it could be something brand new. When you start learning, you're going to automatically gain more confidence. Having more knowledge, having a better understanding of the world around you, of the situations you're going to face, is going to give you more confidence. If you understand a certain situation or the way the world works, when you face that situation, you're going to feel more confident in your ability to fix that or solve a problem. Or due to the fact that you've already read about that or you've learned about it through someone else's experience. And so by learning new things, you're adding to your repertoire or your toolbox of how to problem solve, which is obviously going to give you more confidence. The next one is help out the people around you. Be as generous as you possibly can. Whether that's with a skill that you have, if you're able to fix cars really well or fix houses really well or fix computers or televisions. If you can fix something or help somebody out in a certain way, then that's amazing. Not all of us even have those skills. Hell, I work in construction and sometimes I'm still learning there, which is a great example of learning. But that being said, sometimes you don't have skills to offer yet. Sometimes you're still in the learning phase and you're not, able to start helping people, or maybe you don't even have the confidence to apply the skills that you have. And so how can you start to help people out then? Try giving them things that money can't buy. Give them things like your time. Give them things like a smile. Tell them a joke. Tell them a story. Maybe just tell them how much they mean to you. This is a way that you can help someone out without using any skills that are able to actually, help them with a problem they're facing or give them just money. This is a way that you can actually just help them out by teaching them about their value to you. And by making someone smile, you're going to add value to yourself because you're able to see that you're able to positively impact another human being, which is one of the greatest ways to gain confidence. You might want to revisit some things that scare you or things that you've tried before but failed at, things that are difficult for you. Sometimes when I'm failing at something or I'm finding something difficult, I try and put it down to come back at it with a fresh mind. Now that you're in a position where you want to gain more confidence, it might be beneficial for you to go back and revisit those things that you've given up in the past. And like I said, revisit them with a fresh mind, with new perspectives, and you might be able to get better at something that, scared you in the past or was difficult for you in the past, which in my eyes is a great way to gain more confidence and more self-worth. If you're able to face challenges that scared you in the past, it's going to make it a lot easier to face your fears in the present and in the future as well, which is obviously going to give you more confidence. And the last one is simply just take care of yourself. Do little things. As you can see right now, I just went to the barber. That's one thing that I can do that adds to my self-confidence. It might be something that some people consider shallow. It might be something that some people consider to be surface level. But I think that any small victory like that is going to add one more step closer to having that self-confidence. So if it makes you feel better to dress a little bit nicer, then dress nicer. If it makes you feel a little bit better to go and get a haircut, go and get a haircut. Do the things that naturally make you feel more confident. Do the things that are going to make you feel more happy. Hell, do the things that you picture your dream version of yourself doing, right? You want to celebrate these little victories as much as you possibly can and scope them out and find them, because you're going to pay attention to the things that you look for. If you look for little victories in your day, like, hey, I got up and brushed my teeth and had a healthy breakfast, that's a win. That's going to be a way that you can add to your confidence. If you're certainly looking for flaws in yourself, you're going to find them. And so look for little victories and celebrate them when you can. Those are my tips and tricks to building confidence. If you're lacking in it, or you feel like you just want a little bit of a boost, if you have any tips or tricks that you know of to boost your self-confidence or your self-worth, share them in the comment section below if you're watching the YouTube video version of this, or send them to any of my social media accounts at Mark D. Henny on every single platform. And I'll share them with you guys as well, so that we can all kind of grow in this journey together. Thank you so much for listening and joining me today. I just want to remind you all that no matter what you're dealing with, you are not alone. And you are the motivation and the reason why I do what I do. So thank you so much. Have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good year. And go and kill it for 2021. Thank you so much. Peace out. Much love.